Today's episode, I'm going to be talking about something that's pretty near and dear to my heart, and actually debated about talking about this for quite a bit. It's been going back and forth in my mind. Topic is grief. Around this time last year, I had someone very close to me, very dear to me, pass away. And it's been sort of a gamut of emotions for me. Numbness to sadness to denial, frustration, anger, all of those things actually did sort of show up, and I'm sure they're going to show up from time to time going forward. I don't think it's something that just you deal with, you go through those emotions, and then all of a sudden it's gone. I think you end up with it as being sort of a part of you and something that you need to hold space for and appreciate, because being alive is both filled with pleasure and with pain and suffering. It's can't have one without the other, let's say. One of the techniques that I've used, and it's part of why I'm doing this, is to try to channel some of that energy, even if it's sad, depressing, negative, whatever might be coming up, anger. Try to channel that into something that's maybe creative or generative. So I've been doing a lot of journaling about this, writing down a lot of my feelings as they come up, holding space for the feelings as well, like actually like sitting down, kind of getting quiet, getting still, and allowing the emotions to surface and seeing what comes out of them, being curious about them, filming. I wanted to talk to you folks about this and do something with this energy, just not let it stay inside me and be only useful for myself. I figured it might be useful for other people as well. So that's some of the technique that I've been using to try to cope with some of what's been going on and deal with these feelings. Another thing, and I'll link this in the video, a feelings wheel, and it gives you a few different layers where if you're feeling happy, angry, sad, it dives into, well, those are sort of high level emotions. What's at the core of those? What's actually going on deep down inside of you helps you be able to put some words around how you are feeling, and it'll allow you to communicate with others as well. Get them to be on the same page, and perhaps you can share some of your emotions together. Again, I think it's important that we do that kind of stuff. Some other techniques that I used to kind of deal with some of the feelings that I was having, or at least be maybe a bit more in tune or in touch with how I've been feeling. I kind of allowed some of the hard times and the good times, memories of being with this person to surface. This person was heavily involved in music, and singing in particular. A lot of those memories, a lot of those experiences came up, and that was quite beautiful. And it was nice to kind of reminisce on those things. And I actually took an opportunity to bring up some old playlists that I have that we shared together when we were together many years ago, and took some long walks and listened to that music, and again allowed a lot of those memories, a lot of those feelings to surface, and felt pretty like therapeutic. Felt very nice to have those feelings again, those memories. So I recommend doing stuff like that, maybe to try to, as some people say, like cherish the time you had with that person, is to kind of think back on some of the stuff you did together and try to celebrate the life that you had with them, or the life you shared with them, depending on your relationship with that person. Some other ideas that I had, and I've been trying to do as well, it's not always easy, is to reach out to people, reach out to your friends, reach out to family, open up, talk about what's going on. And I think what can be really difficult is to show up, even if you're not perfect. Show up to your friends, show up at events, even if you're feeling that grief, you're feeling depressed. Show up anyway. It's good to get out. It's good to get outside. Maybe just go for a walk to start with, but also go show up and be with your friends. Be with people that are close to you. I think a lot of times we only show up when we're feeling really good or really positive because we don't want to burden other people. But if they're close friends, that's what they're there for. And it's all about sharing and being vulnerable in front of each other. And that's the point of having friends. So take those opportunities to show a little bit more of who you are, what's going on deep inside of you, and allow your friends to open up as well and to be there for you. You should be able to lean on each other, and that goes both ways. When you end up opening up, it tends to allow other people to realize that they've got a safe place to open up as well. So I'm talking close friends, family. Use your support, use your network to get the support you need. That's what I'm trying to say. And counseling as well. I mean, why not? I go to therapy, and I've been using that to kind of help guide myself down this path, make sure I'm not on some tangential journey, make sure I'm actually staying focused and actually growing and expanding. And so use those opportunities as well. I mean, there's a lot of professional people that have amazing advice, more advice than you could possibly think of, because they've dedicated their life to helping other people. I think I'm going to end it there. I don't think I have much more to share. I would love to hear from you folks. If you're going through something similar, let me know. We can talk about it a little bit more. I'd also like to know if you've got other techniques or other things that you've gleaned from experiencing grief. I know it's a tough topic, but I believe it's part of our life. It's part of what we're going to go through. And I think there's always something to learn, and there's always something to grow and expand in, even if it's tough. So I'd love to hear from you folks. Till next time, peace.